everybody, and welcome to another edition of On a Couch Talking Sports. As always, I'm Robbie. Kyle's here. Kyle, how are you today, buddy?
I'm doing great, Robbie. Just relaxing, having a great weekend.
What a day it has been, huh?
It's been an adventure.
It's been an adventure of a day, but it's been a fun day. It's been a fun day. A lot going on. As you can see, we are not on our usual two couches, but you probably, if you've watched our show for a while now, for at least the last year, you probably will recognize this couch because this is the couch where we film some of our greatest work. That's right, folks. It is the couch in Kyle's house on good old Cape Cod. If you watched our last episode, you'll know that we had sort of previewed the fact that we were coming down to the Cape this weekend, and we are here, folks. The day has arrived, and like I said, it was a crazy, crazy day. A lot of adventures, some great, some frustrations, but we won't get into that particular part of it. But overall, like I said, it was a fun day, and just very happy to be here on the Cape for another Cape trip with my buddy here. And like I said, just to start off, we just overall had a great day. I felt like it was a great Saturday overall down here. Yeah, it was good.
It was a nice adventure. The temperature was actually really nice out here this weekend so far. We'll see what tomorrow is, but no, it's been a really good start to the weekend. So I'm just really happy to be down here too. So
absolutely, no, I am thrilled. And obviously, when we come down to the Cape, there are a lot of things that we like to do, and a bunch of them have to do with sports-related activities, and today was no different. We basically did a whole afternoon and evening's worth of sports that we just sort of got back from all of it. So let's start off, I guess we'll sort of go in order here, Kyle, because we started off our afternoon playing a great game of mini golf at Steve and Sue's Party Freeze in, is it typically Hyannis or Barnstable or?
Yeah, it's
that area. Yeah,
it's technically Barnstable, yeah.
In Barnstable, a place that we have played at many times before if you've watched past Cape episodes, and today was just an awesome mini golf outing, and what a match you and I had.
Oh my God.
I know you're going to sort of burn a few clips for the folks at home, but what a match you and I had to kick off our sports afternoon.
Ooh, that was epic. That was we'll just say some of us may have gotten a couple hole-in-ones. We'll put it that way. So.
I wonder who that could have been.
It's definitely me, obviously. Obviously, definitely me. Like, you guys know how good I am at mini golf.
Well, I guess you will have to see who got a hole-in-one, particularly on the 18th hole. It was a pretty epic moment. So I believe, Kyle, we have a bit of a little, like, some clips to show the folks at home.
Very quick montage.
So, very quick montage. Why don't we throw it to that? You could sort of come along for our epic mini golf match. Let's go! Let's go!
Cut that all in film. We got this.
Wow. I mean, I was not expecting that by any means. I mean, I'm not that bad of a mini golfer, Kyle, but like that was just next level. Like I think I've once other time in my life gotten a hole-in-one on the 18th hole. And I don't know if I've ever gotten two hole-in-ones in the same like round of mini golf before. Like that was wild.
Yeah, that was like.
And by the way,
I couldn't believe that.
I have to say that I started off my day with a 6, so I was not feeling very good about my prospects after that first hole. So I was just glad to be able to pick it up and get back to something reasonable. But yeah, I did win by 2 strokes, by the way, for the record.
Yeah, it was a very close game. It was actually really epic for
we tied the front 9.
We did.
We literally tied the front 9, and then kind of went par for par for the back 9, even for the most part as well. So, but no, it was an epic match, and you did great as well. I mean, like I said, only 2 strokes behind, but yeah, I stunned myself, especially with the one that last hole. I've never, in all the times we played on that course, I think I've ever gone a hole in one on that last hole.
That was unbelievable. I'm actually really glad I decided to film that last hole. I'm like, I just had a good feeling about this one, and you just like nailed it. Like, wow, that may have been the best round of mini golf I think I've seen you play. Like that was epic. Like, wow.
Yeah, no, it was fantastic, and again, just such a fun time as always. I mean, anytime we go there, it's a really good time. And after we left there, we made the trek a little bit, about 20 minutes down the road to Yarmouth, to a place we actually hadn't been in quite a few years. Yeah. But we're very excited to get back to, and that was the Yarmouth Dennis Red Sox game.
YD
in Yarmouth. And it's kind of interesting. I kind of just want to point out something a little bit humorous that Kyle and I were chuckling about afterwards. It is the YD Red Sox who play their home games at DY High School. Yarmouth Dennis who plays their home games at Dennis Yarmouth. Like,
it's really confusing.
Yeah. I was just like, huh? Like why do we need to like have the warring names there? Like, it doesn't make any sense, but
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is what it is. But so YD was playing Chatham, who, by the way, we actually this was the second straight summer that we've seen Chatham in a game, because obviously we saw them in Hyannis last year.
Yes.
And for the second year in a row seeing Chatham won the game that we went to, as Chatham this beat YD 6-2 was the final. The game was called after 7 innings due to darkness, because YD does not have lights at their field. But it was really, it was just a really fun game. It's always fun to get back to the Cape League. We, every summer, as you guys know, Kyle and I try to get to at least one Cape League game. That was for one of my, I'm going to do a little throwback here to my beginning of the year predictions. I actually predicted that Kyle and I would see a Cape League game together this summer, and we fulfilled that here tonight. So that was great. But yeah, Kyle, I want to just get your thoughts on the YD game, the atmosphere over at YD, just the game itself. Just give us your insights there.
I mean, it's a very interesting field. The layout's a little... I'm not the biggest fan of the seating, unless maybe it was just too many people that were there at that point.
There were a lot of fans at that game. Yeah, we did get there. We did get there a few minutes late.
Oh, so, that's a good point. Yeah. It's kind of weird. Like the seating's a little stranger, because like the bleachers are kind of a little more spread out, and they have kind of smaller sectioned off bleachers, which is kind of weird. Like they have like a small in front, small one back. But
yeah, you did find like an epic watching spot for us.
Oh yeah. But that's the thing about the field. There's a lot of good kind of standing spots there, and there was actually one that we found actually right behind the dugout of the anglers there. So that was pretty cool actually. So we did get a really solid view of the game, and it was just really nice to watch, like, and just to kind of see the underdog team, like, come through this time. Like, I don't really have between those two like a preferred team, I guess, if you will. I wasn't really cheering for one. I just wanted to see a good game, honestly, and I think we really did see a good game. And
we really did, yeah. For context, so Yarmouth Dennis, they're both in the same division, and Yarmouth Dennis is actually in first place in that division, and Chatham was in last place in that division. So it was kind of, like you said, a bit of an upset there with... and by the way, they actually played last night as well in Chatham, and YD won. So basically each team got a victory in the back-to-back games on each other's home field. So there's a little redemption there for Chatham. I just thought it was kind of funny, like, listening to the Chatham players and coaches. Very interesting, like, listening to them, like, talk to each other, and also just, like, like, talking to their batters and all that. They're kind of chirping the pitchers a little bit for YD. I thought it was kind of funny, but it's kind of interesting to sort of hear those conversations and hear all that go on, like, in the dugout. They're kind of like it's a different insight into a game that you wouldn't get like a major league stadium per se or something like that.
No, it was just and like it was interesting because literally the game started and YD was swinging. They came in swinging. They already had scored 2 runs. It was for a little while. It was like 2-0.
Yeah.
And then the Anglers came back with like 1 hit, and I'm like, okay, kind of a slow start. Like it seemed like it really did seem like YD was going to win, but near the end, it wasn't until I want to say maybe like the last maybe few innings. Like they really came back, like they really made a hell of a comeback, and it was just really impressive to see that. I was like, whoa, okay.
Well, there's one in particular where literally the sort of the play of the game, so to speak, was when one of the Chatham hitters hit literally a 3-run double, to clear the bases, which ended up giving them the lead, for good, because it was 2-1. He hit that, made it 4-2, and then they added a couple runs after that. So yeah, that was a very well executed hit there by one of the Chatham guys.
Yeah.
Like I said, anytime you can clear the bases with the double is pretty impressive. I think it was a full count too, so it's like sort of a must swing pitch, so to speak. But no, I. But like I said, I thought it was great. I mean, listen, I don't think we've ever been to a Cape League game that we haven't enjoyed. Kyle and I always enjoy, whether it be Cotuit, Hyannis, YD, even games we've been to like other parts of the Cape, like Chatham, Wareham. Like, it does not matter. I mean, it's just fun to see the teams in action, and I loved it. I had a great time as always, and just glad the weather was nice, that we were able to. I think that's always like the most important thing for me. Like on these weekends, is like getting to see a Cape League game, just because you folks at home, if you've watched this, know how big of a baseball guy I am, and it's like a league I grew up coming to, and all that. As did Kyle. I mean, I know we kind of both have spent a lot of time over the Cape, during our lives, and it's always a good time, going out to the old ballpark. I mean, it's free admission too, so like, how many times can you go to that level of baseball for free?
Yeah, no, honestly, not very often.
So it definitely it's good stuff, and I was just glad we were able to see it.
Yeah, and just a quick side note too. I did want to really commend them on the snack bar there. So their food game is really, really impressive. Because I've been to some of the other Cape League, and they've always had a pretty solid like snack bar in general. But these guys kind of took it to the next level, and they had like these really good cheeseburgers there. They even had actually a special where you could get like a double cheeseburger with a side of chips and a drink. For a pretty decent price, for at least like for as far as ballpark food goes there, and the cheeseburger was really good. They also had a really solid clam chowder there, which I haven't seen at that many parks either. I mean, maybe they do have some of them at the other parks. Maybe we haven't been to as much, but I gotta say, like their food game was pretty tight. So I like thumbs up on the just the food in general there. So. Yeah,
100% agree. Yeah, no, they had very good hot dogs, and I know Kyle got a burger, and like they had a lot of different choices, which was definitely really nice. So yeah, I mean, it was just a great overall atmosphere and game, and definitely again just really happy we were able to take it in. And so to round out our evening. We actually, the place that we just got back from is another place that we've been to several times over the years, if you've watched past episodes, and that was 10 Pins Eatery over at the Cape Cod Mall, which is a bowling place, if you couldn't pick up on that already.
Yeah, it's a little bit like Dave & Buster's in the sense where, it's connected to an arcade, not quite as big of an arcade as Dave & Buster's. No. But it does have like a VR section. We didn't try that or the arcade part of it, but I'm sure it's a lot of fun if you guys wanted to check that out.
Yeah. It's right at the Cape Cod Mall too, so it's very easily accessible.
Yeah, and it's open pretty late too. It's even when the mall's closed, like that section of the mall is open, so you can go in.
Yeah.
And they actually do have like a bar and like a restaurant there.
Yeah.
So if you want to like just hang out there, just eat.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can. You can do it all there. Depending on the time of day, you can do your shopping, have food, and go bowling all at the same time. So,
Yeah.
But no, it was fun, and yeah, I mean, Kyle, I will say, had some pretty epic frames of bowling. He actually, so we did 4 games total. Kyle won 3, I won 1.
I think you won 2.
You won 3. You won the first 3. I only won the last one. He's trying to be too modest. I'm not going to allow it.
I didn't even look at the score to be honest for most of the games.
But at one point, you had the one thing about Kyle that really impressed me the most was his accuracy. At one point, he had 2 strikes in a row. You were just all over it today. So I commend you for that. My bowling game was not as good as it is at other times, but again, it was more about the fun of it, and just a great way to cap off a day.
Yeah, no, it was. Hey, listen. I got the bowling trophy. You got the mini golf trophy. So yeah. I think we tied in that regard. So
yeah, again, it's not really that competitive. We're obviously
it is competitive.
Yes,
he's lying. It is so competitive. You have no idea.
But yeah, no, it just great way to round off what, like I said, it was a really fun, exciting day, and so glad that we were able to share it now with all of you folks at home. And I did almost forget before we kind of round out the episode. We do, obviously, since this isn't on a Couch Hockey Sports episode, we do have to send a shout out to our sponsors, Simon Organizing and Wes Woodson. I'm sure they both love Cape Cod just as much as we do, and both just, as always, great entities. Both doing a lot of good for a lot of people, and the links are in the description as always. So definitely wanted to make sure we plugged them because they've been big supporters of our show and Marvel at the Movies and the Sports Blitz. So,
which, by the way, Marvel at the Movies, we got an episode in the works,
and we had a new Sports Blitz that just came out a couple of days ago with a very special guest. So definitely look out for that.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
The one thing I wanted to say before, actually, I'm sorry. Did you have anything else on the bowling front?
No.
Okay.
No, I think we.
The one other thing that I did want to mention is just give a shout out to the place where we had lunch, which was a really nice lunch.
Yeah.
Pizza Bar Bone, located right on Main Street in Hyannis. We're probably one of the best, if not the best, meatball pizza I think I've ever had. That was just delicious. It had a nicer blend of nice sweetness and just a good pizza taste to it. So I definitely would give that 2 thumbs up. And then I had basically a Caesar salad, which was actually really good as well. They kind of bring out sort of the heads of lettuce, and you kind of sort of pick off sort of the lettuce, bit by bit there. But it was really good. No, Kyle, you got a nice appetizer.
I can't even pronounce the name.
Arantini.
You guys are probably correcting us as we speak right now. But regardless, it was really good. It was like a breaded, sort of not really a meatball, but it was like a breaded kind of rice mixed with spicy pork. It was really good. It had some incredible tomato sauce in it. So I highly recommend it. Yeah, very good.
Yeah, just highly recommend Pizza Bar Bone in general. I know it's funny if you've watched these Cape episodes before, you'll know that our go-to lunch place is usually Craigville Pizza. Don't worry, we are going to be hitting up Craigville Pizza tomorrow actually for lunch, but we wanted to try something a little bit different this time, sort of for the front end lunch, and definitely glad that we did.
Yeah, that was great. And we'll also be going to Falmouth tomorrow, so we will definitely have a good time there, I think.
Yes, definitely going to be spending the afternoon in Falmouth, and I've never been to Falmouth personally, and definitely looking forward to checking out, seeing what the good old town of Falmouth has to offer. So I'm very excited. But that is going to do it for this edition of On a Couch Talking Sports Cape Edition. Want to thank everybody as always for joining us. And if you've been to Cape Cod or you have a favorite memory from Cape Cod, please feel free to drop a comment down below. As always, we'd love to hear from you. And you can obviously find us here on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, and on Twitter. Search On a Couch Talking Sports. And shout out again to Wes Woodson and Zion Organizing, and obviously Marvel at the Movies and the Sports Blitz. And that will wind us down for tonight's episode from the good old Cape. As always, he's Kyle, I'm Robbie, and we're on our lovely Cape couch. And this is not the tale of Captain Jack Sparrow. But anyway, we will see you next time here on a Couch Talking Sports. Bye, everybody.
To the Tortuga.